Before you hit the scenic Chesapeake Bay Bridge, you're often staring into brake lights. And your patience is wearing thin. Welcome to the weekend. This is a recent Friday evening when rain only added to the time it took to cross over to the Eastern Shore.
You have to time it right.
Timing was one solution talked about at this year's planning conference hosted by the Eastern Shore Land Conservancy.
Just sitting in traffic.
While a third span is up for debate, the short-term options are in the fast lane.
And we need to look at every short-term option right now because a future span is years away.
It's not your imagination. Traffic has gone up about 2% each year in recent years.
2017, it was about 27 million trips across the Bay Bridge.
The squeeze from multiple toll booths down to 2 lanes doesn't help. Graphic recorder Jim Nuttall captured the conversation. One idea is to have ferry service.
Whether it's Crisfield to Point Lookout, Mid-Bay down towards Virginia, Chesapeake Bay, Beach to Cambridge, Baltimore to Rock Hall.
I think a ferry system would be great, for the Eastern Shore, but as far as removing traffic from the current Bay Bridge, I don't really think it's effective. Whether it's, variable toll pricing or whether it's, something that Ocean City can do as far as, staggered rentals, so getting people to check in and check out on different days and maybe not just on a Sunday.
Darius Johnson would not say if the Eastern Shore Land Conservancy is opposed to a third span.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
But Queen Anne's County Commissioner at Large Jim Moran says it's the best way to keep traffic moving.
This is an interstate. This is an interstate that needs to be addressed as an interstate because we don't have a traffic problem from, I'd say, mid-October through mid-April. And then this warm weather comes, the beaches come, and out-of-control building and construction in Ocean City, out-of-control building and construction in Delaware is leading to all of this traffic.
The administrator of the Maryland Transit Administration hopes more people will use the commuter buses. Kevin Quinn says they're only at about 50% capacity.
Here on the Eastern Shore, what's really helping to get people to jobs over in Annapolis and Baltimore and DC is the commuter bus routes that we have that roughly go from Kent Island over to those cities on the other shore.
Speaking of those right now solutions, one thing you can do behind the wheel while stuck in traffic is meditate.
Your goal is just to be in control of where your mind goes.
Ebb Tide Wellness hosted a lunchtime meditation.
This conversation doesn't end today.
That's good because the traffic has picked up for about the next 6 months. For Chesapeake Bay Magazine's Bay Bulletin, I'm Cheryl Costello.